Make your face peaceful, relax your jaw, relax your eyes and forehead, and relax the shoulders down and back. If you wish, you can set intention for the practice today. And keep staying with your breath throughout all the movements, ideally trying to breathe 360 degrees to the belly, ribs, chest. And then we will open the eyes, so we target today our upper body, shoulders, neck, and thoracic spine. Get your right ear close to your right shoulder, and then clasp the right palm above the left elbow. And start to make your head really heavy, anchoring the left shoulder down and back. And then get curious a little bit, what will be the most productive angle for you? Maybe you drag the head a little bit down and then a little bit back. Find something that feels good at the side of your neck. Then look forward, extend your right arm to the right side and stretch the left arm across the ear line. Really stretch on your side body, grounding down through the seats, but lengthening through the side body as much as you can. Then place the left palm behind your head and start to pivot your chest up towards the ceiling. Really broaden across the left shoulder, find openness in the chest, but at the same time relax your jaw. Sometimes we tend to stress the jaw too much. Keep the left palm behind your head and then crawl back up to seat. Place the right fingers behind your seat and lift yourself taller, chest pointed up, gaze up. On breathe out, bring your chin to the chest and head all the way down. Maybe even touch the floor with the head or halfway down, and then uncrawl up. And switching sides. So relax the left palm down, and now bring your left ear close to the left shoulder. Take the left hand above the right elbow, ground the right shoulder down and back, and start to look for stretch that is the best for you. So maybe the head a little bit forward, then a little bit back. Make it your movement, so it's always about how you feel. Then look forward, stretch the left arm to the left and the right arm above the head, side body stretch. Always ground down through the bottom so that you can lift up through the upper body. Place the right palm behind the head and pivot your chest towards the sky. Breathe into the right side ribs, right side lungs, making room. Keep the right palm behind you and sit straight. Take the left fingers behind you, breathe in, push down through the fingers to lift the heart even higher, and then breathe out, round down all the way. Head either halfway down or all the way down to the floor. On breathe in, crawl back up, and this time place both hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, lean back as though you are leaning on the hammock. Open, open. Imagine that your heart has a drishti point and you point your heart towards the sky. Then look forward, extend the arms to the side and start to create circles backward. So you are still broadening across the chest, getting warmer and warmer in the shoulders, finding more range of motion. We will get into the O4s right now, so get your hands forward and roll through your legs onto O4s. Instead of starting in O4s, tuck your toes under and sit on your heels. And if you are somebody who has a lot of tension in the feet, if after a few moments it's too much pain, you can always untuck your toes. But if you can, stay here and place your hands on the top of your shoulders. Okay, let's start to create a circle forward and backward as you broaden across the chest. 2 more this way, elbows forward, up and around. Try to really, really get your shoulders back. Last time. And we will have 3 more movements. Now the full arms, so hands forward, big circle up, back as you broaden the front body. 2 more. Breathe in, huge circle up, and exhale back and down. And the last time, I know the feet may feel a lot, but it's the last movement. And then get your hands down, unpack your toes, and switch into all fours. Press really strongly through the inner fingers, especially the base of the fingers, the knuckles, down, so that you find the strongest point of contact with the inner fingers, indicate finger, thumb, and the middle finger as well. On breathing, open into the cow pose, tilt your sitting bones high, stretch the front body. On breathe out, shrink the front body and switch into cat, push the ground. 2 more, breathe in, openness, don't rush. And on breathe out, switch into the cat. Last time, breathe into open, stretch the front up, stretch the chest forward. And on breathe out, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Then come back into all fours, pivot the right shin around 45 degrees to the outside, stretch the left foot to the back of the mat and extend the left arm up. If you feel energized, hover the left leg up so that the left leg is on the same level as your left hip. Hips neutral, so try to keep a neutral lumbar spine, neutral hips and pelvis. And then take the left arm behind your back. Snuggle the fingers somewhere nice so you can place your left forearm on the level of your lower spine, or some of you may be even able to get the fingers to the right thigh. And then find the openness, maybe pivot your chest a little bit up. Then bend the left knee, hold from the inside of the left foot with the left hand, and kick the left foot back. Now the glutes should be active because we are creating a hip extension, a back bend. So activate your glutes, open through the chest, press the right fingers down, and then release, extend the leg, extend the arm. On breathe out, move into the cat shape, so round immediately. On breathing, open into the cow. Switching sides, so a neutral spine, and pivot the left shin 45 degrees around to the outside, right foot to the back, extend the right arm up. Then hover the right foot up, keep the right foot alive. Take the right arm behind your back, maybe just to lower spine. What is important is to keep the right shoulder blade flat on the spine. So as soon as you notice that the inner corner of your blade lifts up, you can take the hand a little bit higher, but keep your shoulder blades active. Then bend the right knee, hold from the inside of the big toe of the right foot and kick into the hand. Notice your glutes, the muscles of your butt. Can they be active as you back bend? Then re-extend the right leg, lift the right arm up, and then roll back down into the cat pose, round the spine, empty the belly. Breathing open. And then puppy pose, slide onto your forearms. One option, place the forehead down on the block or on the ground, or if you feel quite open, slide the elbows even more forward and place your forehead, chin, or cheek down. But remember, it's morning time, so don't be too hard on yourself. If you are always doing it on your chin, then maybe on the morning it feels like too much. You can always adjust. To make it even more productive, magnetize the armpits towards each other. So the armpits doesn't move, but feel the energy of squeezing them towards each other. And then slowly crawl back up. Spread the fingers, press the inner fingers as much as you can. Tuck the toes under and first downward facing dog. At first, start to pedal it out. Soften one knee then the other. Press firmly through the base of your fingers, middle fingers. Then walk your hands halfway back. When your hands are somewhere halfway towards your hands, try to grab with the right palm your left outer ankle. And if it doesn't work, you can hold your shin on your knee. Try to twist looking underneath the left armpit. Stay for 3. Press down firmly through the left palm so you're lengthening the left side body. And then switch so right hand goes down. Left hand is trying to reach the right outer ankle. Look underneath the right armpit. And refine your deepest breaths. Twist if you can. Press down through the right hand, elongate the right side. Then back into the shortened downward dog and walk your hands to your shins. Breathe in for halfway lift. Breathe out, fall down, and now on your fingers, walk to the top of the mat so we can strengthen the fingers. Then the stronger they will get, the easier it will be to protect our wrists. And then lift the heels up and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Breathe in, lift for halfway lift, chest forward. Breathe out, fold down, nose to knees. Breathe in, rise up, root down through your feet, lift up through the heart. And then breathe out, hands through the heart. We will do sun salutation, but instead of downward dog, we will be using dolphin to open the shoulder girdle and the collarbone. So on breathing, reach the arms up, lengthen up. Breathe out, fold down, nose to knees, tilt your sitting bones high up. Breathe in for halfway lift, chest forward. Breathe out, step back and get lower down, either chaturanga or maybe first chaturanga on your knees if you wish. Breathe in, open across the heart space. And on breathe out to downward dog. But settle the right forearm down, settle the left forearm down into the dolphin pose. And let's hold it about 5 breaths. Press the forearms down, press your hands down. Try to clear the space for your head so you can easily say yes here without touching the ground. The elbows don't move, but squeeze them towards each other so there is this energy between your elbows. And maybe in one swift motion you can go for downward dog, or if not, one elbow at the time. Check it out. Good. Then extend the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Breathe out, step the right foot forward between the hands. Left foot forward between the hands, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold down. Breathe in, rise high. Lift your chest and then hands through the heart. Second side, breathe in, arms up, open, open. Breathe out, fold down, don't rush. Breathe in, halfway lift. Then step to Vinyasa. So Chaturanga, you can do it on your knees if you still feel sleepy. Breathe in, open to Cobra or upward facing dog. And then breathe out, we meet in downward dog. But settle the left elbow down, right elbow down, stay in dolphin. Point your sitting bones high. Natalia, try to push your shoulders to the back of the mat. Not to the front, to the back. To make it, oh, yes, 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 better. And the lower ribs in? Yes. Then try maybe with one swift motion to lift your elbows up or one elbow at the time. Lift the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Then step the left foot forward between your hands. Step the right foot halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Breathing all the way up, heart takes you up from stretch, and then hands through the heart. Make your feet hip distance apart, hands onto the waistline. Breathing, lengthen as much as you can, and then fall down. Roll your arms around your legs. If this is too much, you can always grab your elbows in front of your legs, or you can wrap around and relax the head down. The knees can be gently soft. Try to equalize your weight between the big toe, small toe, and your middle heel. Not standing only on the heels, but also on your toes. Then release the hands in front of you. We will start to create sequence from downward dog. So step the right foot, left foot to the back. Find your downward dog. On breathing, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Then step the right foot forward between your hands and climb up for high lunge. Arms up, right knee bent. Now try to find a neutral pelvis. So instead of going too much into lordotic state, when your pubis is much more backward than your hips, then take the pubis underneath your ribs so that the hips and pubis create one line. Then take the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, drop the left heel down, and then sway the arms back as you open across the chest. Legs active, heart opens free. Look forward, sway forward to humble warrior. So keep those arms, keep the hips square. Encourage the right hip to move back and in. Cecilia, watch out your right knee because it's a little bit too much to the inside. Make it above the right ankle better. And then drop the hands down. Get your left knee down to the ground. If you have sensitive knee, as always, double bend your mat. It should have. Now take the arms up and circle the right hand behind the left thigh. So the right hand and left thigh, left arm up. So it's a twisted lunge. You twist to the right, but at the same time, side body stretch. Left glute is active and right as well. And then place the left hand down to the ground. Twist the right arm up, twist from your chest to the right. So the hips don't move. It's only the thoracic spine mobility that gives you the twist. And let's start to create 3 big circles with the right arm. So find a huge range of motion. Each circle is a new openness. Don't rush, feel every centimeter along the way. And then get your right hand down to the ground. Sway the right knee back. Let's try to create a wave. So we will be in O4, knees a little bit backward. Let's go down, knees, chest, chin, elbows in, chest, chin down. And away from your lower spine, tucking the tailbone, tucking the lower spine, and untuck your chest, untuck your head. So it looks like a wave. Come back into the O4 and take a look. We will try it one more time, but let me show you how it looks like. So it's knees, chest, chin, and then you tuck the lower spine and untuck the chest and the head. So it looks quite cool, but it's a very nice massage for your spine. Let's try one more time. So knees, chest, chin down, everybody, and then tuck the lower spine, untuck the chest and the head. Good, super. Then take it back into the downward facing dog. Refine your breath and sway the left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Breathe in, climb up for high lunge. Ribs, the bottom of your ribs above your pubis bone. Strong glutes and strong legs. Interlace the fingers behind you, Take the right heel down to the ground. Sway the hands down through the right leg. Open the chest. Yes, you can look up, but at the same time, take the chin gently in. Then take a look forward and sway forward for humble warrior. Relax the neck. Press firmly down to the floor and even magnetize right foot to the left. Then drop your hands down to the ground. Get the right knee down. Use a pillow if you need for your right knee and then sweep the arms up. Drop the left hand behind the right thigh and lift the right arm above the head. Now with the left hand, you have a nice moment to check if your glutes are active, and always in lunges, it's super important to keep them active. Then drop the right hand down, take the left arm up to twist. Keep the hips pointed forward, but the chest rotated towards the ceiling, and start 3 big circles with the left arm. Find as much openness as you can and keep your face relaxed. Breath long and full. Drop the left hand down, sweep the left leg back. Take Vinyasa of your choice. So if it's better to do full Chaturanga, then go ahead. If not, the half Chaturanga. Breathe in upward dog or Cobra, chin back, sternum up. Breathe out to downward facing dog. Refine your breaths. And for a moment, we will get into child pose. So drop your knees down. Today, it's lots of movements for shoulders. So from time to time, we will allow the shoulders to do absolutely nothing. So extend the arms back and relax the head. Relax the shoulders down. Take the moment also to notice your body, how you feel. And then let's lift up. Crawl your hands forward into all fours. Tuck the toes under, breathe out, downward dog. And yogi's choice, step or hop forward between your hands. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Palms touch above the head. And breathe out, hands through the heart. Let's get into the next standing sequence. And if you feel like you need to support your hand for half moon pose onto something, then block or piece of furniture in front of you can come in handy. Step the feet hip distance apart. Then bend the knees gently and take the left leg above the right and the left arm under the right. You can cross once or cross twice for eagle legs. However you like. Sit your hips lower, belly back, and then start to lower your eagle. So flying lower, hands reaching away from your face. Very well. When you can get no lower, uncross your arms, uncross your legs, reach for a block if you have one, or for the floor, and let's start to open for half moon pose. If this is not happening, reach for something, even the wall can come in handy. As we did at the beginning, we will take the left arm behind the back, find a good place to touch. We stay for 4. Drishti will help you. Look at one point, pivot your chest up, and we will step into Trikonasana, but keep the left arm behind you. So gently bend the right knee, step the left foot to the very back of the mat, and straight the right leg, sway the right hand onto the right shin. Make sure that your left shoulder blade is plugged into your back. So the left inner corner is really in, right inner corner, and then open the chest, shoulders away from your ears, hips open. Then bend the right knee 90 degrees. Take the right arm up. And you have few options. You can either place the right hand behind the head, like a preparation for Gomukhasana hands, or if you feel very good in your blades, you are sure that you keep them in, then maybe the hands will meet. But as soon as you notice that the left shoulder blade is flipping away from your spine, get a little bit away with the hands. It's the most important to keep stability in your shoulders. Lean back. And then straight through the right leg, parallel your feet. Breathe in, hands onto the waistline, lengthen. And on breathe out, fold into Prasarita Padottanasana. Relax the neck. We will not stay long here because we will have one more Prasarita today. So now it's only transition to Skandasana, side lunge. Open the left foot 30 degrees to the outside and walk to the inside of the left leg. Now, if the adductors feels tight, you can get yourself higher onto your hands or going down if it feels good, and connect the hands in front of you. Press through the right heel down, spread the right toes to activate the right foot. And look as much as you can up, twisting from the chest. And we will finish with Vinyasa, your kind of flow. So walk to the hands to the front of the mat. If you like, it can be three-legged flow or four-legged flow, or even knees, chest, chin if you wish. So exhale as you lower, inhale as you open across the chest, and breathe out back into downward facing dog. Your choice how to get to the top, so step or hop. As you breathe in, lengthen out. As you breathe out, fall down, nose to knees. Breathe in, rise high, open the arms up, and then hands through the heart. Feet a little bit wider, as wide as your hips. Bend the knees, and this time take the right leg above the left once or twice. For eagle legs, right arm under the left. Belly back. Work in the legs. Then slowly start to lower your eagle, taking your hands away from your chin. Focus on one thing. When you can get no lower, uncross your arms, uncross your legs, kick the right leg back, fingers down, or fingers on the wall, on the block. Any prop is welcome. Now take the right arm behind you. Make sure that the right shoulder blade stays in. Taking 3 breaths, activate your right foot, press the left ball of the foot down. Right hip above the left hip, and then gently bend the left knee, press the right foot to the back of the mat. Straight the left leg, keep the left hand on the left shin for Trikonasana. Open across the chest. Be very long from right hip to the crown of the head. To be long throughout the neck, you take the chin in so that the back of the neck is long, like prolongation of your spine. Taking it to peaceful warrior with Gomukhasana, arms, so bend the left knee, sway the left arm up, bend the left elbow, either touch the back of your head and lean back, or maybe the fingers will meet, but make sure that the right shoulder blade doesn't pop out. So usually I can feel it with my thumb, and if it starts to pop out, I take the hands a little bit wider, but I keep the blades in because it provides you a stability. Then straight the left leg, make your feet parallel, breathe in this time a star shape, so extend the arms out, and on breathe out, fold down. Relax through the neck. Then open the right foot 30 degrees to the outside, bend the right knee, open the left toes up if you can, or always stay higher if you need to. Press the left heel down and join the palms in front of you. Pivot your chest towards the ceiling and find your breath. Then hands down in front of you. Walk the hands to the front of the mat and take any flow you like. So if harder, then the left leg for three-legged dog. If easier, you can go for your knees. Point the shoulders back as you do chaturanga, heart up. Downward dog, you can follow your own rhythm, own timing. We will have one more standing flow. So lift the right leg up, breathe in, breathe out, step the right foot forward between your hands, ground the left heel down. Breathe in, reach up for warrior one, it will be quick. Then once again, interlace the fingers behind you, lift through the chest, and just for one exhale, drop into humble warrior. We've been here before, now we are just passing. Drop the fingers down, breathe in, extend the chest forward, and on breathe out, walk to the left, once again parallel your feet. Keep the right fingers underneath your nose, and with the left hand, touch your pelvis, your hips, and make sure that they are on one line. So you are not pivoting the left hip up and collapsing in the right hip. Make them really in one line. Then start to twist to the left from your chest and eventually extend the left arm up. Yes. So it's important so that the hips don't move, because then your thoracic spine can provide you mobility. And then relax the left hand down. Once again, we will take the feet a little bit in, so toes in and heels in, so the distance between your feet is a little bit shorter, and pivot your both feet to the right. So right toes pointed forward, left toes pointed forward, heels on one line. Lift your kneecaps, square your hips and stretch the arms to the side. One option, hold your wrist with your hands behind the head, point the shoulders back. If this is easy, hold your elbows. Or if you want to go for more Ashtanga way to do the pyramid pose, then create the prayer hands behind your back, but only if it feels good. And then fold down towards the right leg. If you have prayer hands, then press the base of the hands in towards each other for 3. Remember to keep active legs, thighs active, feet pressed down to the ground. Then release the hands down, stretch the heart forward, and take it, since we are a little bit tighter in the stand right now, we will take it for dolphin, but the three-legged dolphin. So pivot the left heel up, sweep the right leg behind you, and then settle the left elbow down, right elbow down. And work on your dolphin split. Stretching the right leg high up, squeezing the elbows in towards each other, really pressing down through the fingers. Point the shoulders to the back of the mat, and then release the right leg down, left leg down. Take a child pose. Refine the breath. And let's get moving. So stretch forward, hands forward, all fours. Tuck the toes under, breathe out, downward dog. Breathe in, reach the left leg high up. Breathe out, step the left foot forward between your hands, ground the right heel down and reach up for warrior one. Just enough to establish it. Interlace the fingers behind you. Remember to switch the finger, the pinky finger that is on the top. Heart forward, breathe in, breathe out just for one, breathe out to humble warrior. Then release the fingers down, stretch the heart forward, inhale. Exhale, walk to the right between your feet. Breathe in, lengthen for halfway lift. And this time with the right hand, touch the back, the lower back, the hips. Keep the hips even, and then stretch the right arm up, pivot your chest to the right. Stay here for 4 breaths. Really find this muscular job to twist from your chest. So notice all the muscles around your rib cage that are helping you to twist. Then drop the right hand down. Roll the toes slightly in and heels in, shortening the space between the feet, and then pivot both feet to the left. Ground the right heel, breathe in, extend the arms to the left. But make your hips square, so left hip back, right hip forward. Either hold your wrists or hold your elbows or create prayer hands behind your back. Breathe in, extend, and breathe out, fold towards the left leg. If this is too much, you can always touch your shin bone, left shin bone. So modify it if you need to, and if it creates pain, then let go, back off. Then breathe in, extend, release the hands hard forward. Roll the right heel up, step the left foot back for three-legged dog, but a little bit shortened. And then right elbow down, left elbow down, three-legged dolphin. Work on your split here. It is a very nice step before forearm stand. So find the very flexible legs and strong arms, strong shoulders. Broaden across your collarbone, squeeze the forearms in, then release left hand down, left leg down, right knee down, and take a child pose. There is not much more hard work to do. Refine your breath, stay in child pose. And then slowly roll yourself forward. We will lie down on our bellies. So walk the hands forward, get your tummy down. And here at first, let's start in Sphinx. So forearms forward, forearms are parallel. Roll the shoulders down and back. Get your chin a little bit in. So I know it's temptation in upward dog, in cobras, in Sphinx, to take the chin out and up because it looks nice. It's a hyperextension of the neck, so it looks like a dancing pose. But it's much more healthier for your neck to extend rather than hyperextend. So the chin a little bit back and you still have a nice, beautiful extension, but without going into hyperextension this way. So lengthen, always think about lengthening the crown of the head up rather than the chin up. And then, if you like, you can just relax down if you feel tired today and place your cheek on the ground or extend the arms behind you, interlace the fingers. On breathing, lift your chest up, roll the shoulders down and back. And if you feel very energized, maybe even lift your legs up. Find your breaths. Squeeze your glutes because you are back bending. Don't take the chin out, rather take the chin in to lengthen the crown forward, and then release your left or right cheek, arms down, and sway the hips a little bit right and left. And then get the hands underneath the shoulders. We will do a little bit of twist in Cobra, but also some legs massage. So lift yourself up for a higher Cobra. Squeeze the glutes together. Lengthen the legs, point the toes back, and start to look behind one shoulder, tilting your legs to the one side so you can massage through the thighs, and then tilting your body to the other side. So just go a little bit intuitive. First and foremost, it should feel nice for thighs, for the spine rotation. If it's too much, you can go a little bit lower. And then once again, we will go down onto the belly, extend the arms to the side so they are like a cross shape. Make sure that your fingers are not higher or lower than your shoulders, but exactly the same level. We will roll onto the right shoulder, twisting the body to the right. And here you can either stay with one leg on the other, or if it feels easy, you can step the left foot behind the right leg. Don't go too much on yourself. Notice what is happening in right shoulder joint. So you should feel stretch, but not painful stretch. If it starts to be painful stretch, back off a little bit. Maybe one leg on top of on the other is enough, or maybe even you take the left knee forward. And switching sides. So come back onto the center, left arm extends. You can roll on to the left side, maybe one leg on the other, or knee in front of you if it's really hard. If it's easy, step the right foot behind you. You can even relax, Bruno, your head down to the ground if it touches the ground. If it's not touching, probably it's because you are more muscular in the shoulders and you have bigger gap. Good. Then crawl back onto the center. Get your hands underneath your shoulders. And we will finish in the seated positions very soon, but we will have one more big shoulder opener, but also thoracic spine opener in our puppy pose. So once again, get your forearms down. Now, can you place your chin down and your chest down? If it's happening easily, if it's happening not easily, then stay here and just enjoy the puppy pose once again. If it's quite easy, maybe you can extend the arms behind you, staying on your chest and your chin, lifting your feet up, and maybe you can interlace the fingers behind you, pointing the hands up. So I know it's not the easiest, it's definitely a challenge for today because it requires lots of thoracic spine extension. Staying for 3, staying for 2, and then last one. And slowly take yourself back to the last child pose. Hands underneath your forehead or hands behind you, as you wish. Sway a little bit right and left. And then come back up to sit. Crawl the sitting bones to one side, stretch the legs forward. Stay in the seated Dandasana. Hands close to you, and let's find 3 bandhas. So locking the energy in our throat, middle belly, and the lower belly. So tuck your chin in, lengthen through the back of the neck. Feel the breath, and as you breathe out, it's a nice chance to engage the lower 2 bandhas. Sorry, so you lift the pelvic floor as you exhale, and you drag your belly button in and up. And then extend the arms up, lift the heart up. On breathe out, fall down towards your legs. We are slowing down our practice right now. If you like, you can shake the head no, or you can just release the neck, dropping the head towards your legs. Try to stay active in your feet. So spread the toes, point the toes towards you, and press the heels down. Try to be broad and across the collarbone. And if it will help you, you can sometimes even grab the outer edges of your mat and use this mat to bring your chest more forward and the collarbone more spread. And then slowly lift yourself up. Get the inner feet together. Breathe in, open across the chest, knees open wide. And on breathe out, slowly start to crawl forward. And maybe your maximum is like mine, somewhere halfway down. Or if you are very open in the hips, maybe you can get lower. So find your positioning. Trying to encourage your collarbone to stay open. Chest with intention to roll forward. And then slowly lift yourself up to sit. We will lower down. If you have block and you would like to use one, go ahead. We will lie down and we will go into the breech pose. So if you would like to go easy on yourself, slide something underneath your sacrum and enjoy the passive way of breech pose. If you need more active way, then lift your hips up using your glutes, hamstrings to provide you strength, to empower your lower spine. Remember that you have the chain on the whole back of your body, your calves, muscles of your thighs, your glutes, your spine. And if you switch off one of the chain, then usually the rest of the work will go to the most vulnerable places, which is your lower spine. That's why it's so important to work with your muscles and then release your upper spine, middle spine, and lower spine down. Happy baby pose. Bring your knees in, grab your feet, and maybe sway it a little bit. Or if you rather to stay static, then stay static. Then extend the left leg down to the ground. Kiss the right foot towards your nose, nose towards the foot. Keep the right foot flexed. Then release it. We will go 2 more times. Breathe out, nose to the toes, toes to the nose. Then release it. And the last time, breathe out, contract. Breathe in, release. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. And then sway the right knee off to the left. Extending the right arm to the right. And twisting from your ribs, from the chest to the right. Come back into the center. Once again, moving to happy baby pose. If you like, you can try. Maybe you can make your legs, I will just need to roll down. Maybe you can make your legs super wide in your happy baby. If it's not possible, keep your knees bent. Or the other solution is to slide the hands a little bit lower to the inner thighs. So grip wherever it makes sense for you to grip. It may be inner thigh, or maybe you can keep holding on to your outer feet. Then come back into the center. Take the right leg down to the ground. Hold the left foot between your hands. Flex the left foot, breathe in. Breathe out, kiss your nose towards the toes. Breathe in, release it down. Breathe out, contract. And the last time we go, find exhale. Then head down, bring your left knee in towards the chest. And on your exhale, guide the left knee onto the right side. Extend the left arm to the left. Soften your jaw. Stay in the twist if you can. Natalia, you can still stay in the twist. I was just seated to see you, if you have time. And then we will slowly be finishing. So come back into the center. For a last time, bring your knees in and give yourself a hug. So wrap around the legs, nose to knees. Big thankful hug for the practice. And then moving into Shavasana, go ahead and grab a blanket if you need, or just put the socks on, whatever you need. Make the feet as wide as the mat or wider if it feels good. And open your palms towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. And I know not everybody has time for Shavasana because of work, but if you do have sometimes a minute can be even enough to relax your brain. And if you do have time, then stay with us, trusting that what we did today was enough. Enough to relax right now, enough to feel good. So sometimes you can hear in your mind the voice of ego saying that it was not enough, that you should squeeze more, do more, push more. But some days we just need to relax it a little bit more. I'm trusting what we are doing right now. It's what needs to be done today. Keep relaxing your outer body, melting your arms, your legs towards the ground. And relaxation is such a big part of the practice. Little by little, we are trying to release more and more layers of tensions. Or hopefully, still in the morning, you can feel this blissful, ambrosial energy of peacefulness of the mind. So there is not so many things going on in this moment. Maybe there are some sense perceptions. So you can feel your breath moving up and down. You feel aliveness in your upper body, lower body, hearing some sounds around you, and noticing maybe there are some thoughts passing by, or some emotions alive. So the whole job, everything you need to do here is just to observe and bring this awareness into the relaxation. Letting go of control so that the relaxation meditation, it's not about controlling what is going on. When you control, you are training your concentration. And the meditation, it's all about allowing everything to happen and just bringing your loving awareness into that. Check if there are some parts in your legs that you can relax a little bit more. Maybe your thighs or your calves. Soften your body down to the ground. The more you are able to relax the muscles after work, actually the stronger they will get. Then relax your hips as much as you can, your pelvis, your pelvic floor, lower abs, middle abs, upper abs. Relax the whole spine, from the base of the spine to the top of your neck. Relax the shoulders. They've done a great job today, so now it's the time to allow them for some freedom. Relax the whole arms and make them very heavy so that you can notice the power of gravity. And eventually relax your jaw, your throat, your tongue, right side of your cheek, right side of your temple, left side cheek and left side temple. Relax your mouth, muscles around your eyes, eyebrows, and relax the skin between the eyebrows. It's like the eyebrows are crawling to the outside, making your forehead soft with no wrinkles. Maybe you even feel a blissful feeling on your face. Relaxing through the top of the head, back of the head, and sides of the head. Now I will be silent for a moment, but I'm still here, and after a moment I will wake you up. If you are ready, slowly start to bring some micro movements, moving through the fingers and toes, rolling your wrists and ankles, moving head from side to side, bending knees, yawing or making side out. Keep your jaw relaxed, maybe stretch your jaw a little bit. Bring yourself to one side. And then gently, slowly sit up. If you are seated already, you can bring the hands onto your heart, bow the chin down, and if you had any wish, any intention for the day, you can repeat it mindfully. So it's nice to start the day right with a good intention. It's easier to stick to it if you remind yourself. And then open your eyes. Thank you very much for the practice. Namaste. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you are more relaxed. Ciao. Okay. So we will continue this way on 3 times a week. Maybe next week I will add an evening class, but I know one more evening class. I know that there is a long weekend, I think, next week. Isn't it in Switzerland that the Thursday is 3 days?
Yes, in Finland as well, Thursday is a day off.
I thought so. Anyway, as always, I will be in touch with you by mails and by our Sanjani Puli group. So we will see how it looks next week. But I don't think I'm planning to go somewhere with the situation. So I think everything will stay normal next week. But we will keep in touch for sure. So have a lovely day.
Ciao, Anna.
Ciao. Thank you very much.